can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. You can
can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3, beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to PlayOn
Good evening and welcome to a presentation of Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. I'm Alex Richmond. Alongside me, my partner, Willie McFarland, coming to you live from Oakley, California on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the Deer Valley Wolverines coming in at 6-2 against the home squad, Freedom Falcons, who are 6-2 as well, but 3-0 in league. And we're underway. A pooch kick from Freedom, fallen on by number 30, Delfonte Williams, and that's where the Wolverines will start. Willie, let's start with the Wolverines. Coming off a tough loss to Pittsburgh, what can we expect from them tonight?
Expect them to come out and play really hard. They're playing really stout defense lately, and they're going up against a really big offense. So it's going to be a tough challenge, but we should see a pretty tough game from both sides.
Yeah, and starting quarterback, and it looks like we already have a penalty on the first play of the game. It's going to be offsides on the Falcons. Number 89, Patrick Shuda, the junior defensive end. And it really starts for the Wolves, Willie, with the quarterback, Simba Webster, the junior, who's having a fantastic year so far.
Yes.
And so here we go. First play from scrimmage for the Wolves with Webster in the gun. And the read option from Simba. He's got some room across the 30. No one's going to get to him. And he's going to walk in for the touchdown. Wow, Willie.
Yeah, that's a pretty incredible start to this game. Simba just scampering in there. And this game kind of, well, we should preface it by saying that we had some delay getting set up, and so we kind of just jumped into this game. What I took, aggressive onside kick, and then a penalty, and Deer Valley's basically starting that drive in Freedom's territory, which is not a good start at all, and then to allow a touchdown on the first play, pretty shocking. You don't see that often. Freedom has the #1 offense in the league, though, so we'll see if they can answer quickly, but we might be in for some kind of barn burner tonight.
Yeah, Quintanilla's PAT up and good, so 7-0. Like you said, that pooch kick, they're trying to maybe get something going here. They're on the road. They're coming off a tough loss, and so they wanted to get on the board early, and that's what they did. That zone read from Webster decided to keep it off the left side, and 52-yard scamper for the Wolverines. So a great start from them, and like Willie just said, the top offense in the league now with Darrell Daniels, who is dangerous, committed to Washington. He's a 21 He's ranked 21 in the country at his position, at wide receiver. So, Willie, he's a dangerous receiver and return man.
And it just seems like, I mean, it's not much you can see just off a kickoff in one play, but, I mean, that's a lackadaisical start. That was a running play for 50 yards on the first play of the game when your defense, you know, shouldn't be tired out or anything yet. And, you know, as a coach, you don't want to see that. Of course, 7 points is bad, but just kind of a, you know, lackadaisical effort on the first play is not a good sign.
Yeah, maybe that defense thought the running back, the senior Shane Pooler, was going to get it, but it was Webster. And an onside kick from the Wolves. So we have the pooch kick and then the onside. But the Falcons able to fall on it. And so
that was actually a really good play from Montian. That's about as good as you could kick an onside kick, because right as it crossed, you know, that 10-yard kind of barrier, the kicking team was there. He had no chance to fumble around with that. So that was a really nice pickup from Montian.
So the Falcons starting the Wildcat with junior Joe Mixon, the running back. Mays, the quarterback, at the bottom of the screen, and Mixon's going to take it to the right side and taken down after a gain of about 8 yards. So little wrinkle there on first down. Willie, the Wildcat, with Dante Mays at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to stay with it.
Yeah.
Trips to the right with Daniels, and Mixon's going to be in the backfield again, taking the snap.
Nice fast tempo here. And look at the field position now, just after one play.
Mixon again, looking to throw now. He's looking for Mays, throws it up, and that's intercepted by the Wolves. And Willie, that really wasn't good from the beginning there. Mays, Dante Mays, the quarterback, was double covered, and Mixon kind of just threw it up there. So after a nice play on first down, they turn it over here for the Wolves.
Yeah, I think that's one of those plays where you're kind of, you know, hoping the quarterback on the kind of trick play there's going to be wide open with no one around, but he actually was double covered. Coach probably wants you just to throw the ball away in that situation, but still a nice play from the defense there.
Yeah, and so what was good field position for the Falcons is now a turnover, and the Wolves will start inside their own 10-yard line. Second possession. First possession was a 52-yard touchdown run, and this time it is Pooler. Actually, it was Kyle McDonald, it looks like. I couldn't see a number. Well, and I couldn't quite see a number, Willie. It was either McDonald or Pooler.
Yeah, I didn't see either. But
and we're getting word it was Malolo, the senior running back. That was his 6th carry of the year. Short gain on first down for the Wolves. So 2 receivers to the far side. Webster again in the gun with 2 backs behind him, and we're going to have a penalty on the Wolves, and that's going to back him up.
not a very clean start to this game. You know, Freedom allowing first play touchdown, throwing a pick on a trick play, and now we've got some penalties going back and forth, and we'll see if this game kind of cleans up as it goes along, but kind of a sloppy start here.
Yeah, and Willie, you'd think, you know, they had it in such good position. They're the Freedom, they're the best offense in the league, numbers-wise, and they start at the, you know, in plus territory. Here's a run out to the right side. Pooler breaking tackles and out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So there's Shane Pooler, the senior, with his first carry of the game. A nice run there, Willie.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Pooler, pretty impressive. Had some nice moves in there and showing some good balance and change of direction speed. And I'm looking at the Freedom side, and they're kind of reeling right now. They had Deer Valley back deep in their own territory, and then their second run play they've given up that went for more than 30 yards, and they got to get it together quick here, or this could get out of hand in a hurry.
Webster looked like he was going to throw. Now the give again to Pooler. A nice job there by the Freedom defense, but a pickup 3, so second down and 7 for Deer Valley. And Deer Valley, a fairly balanced attack, 224 through the air and 222 on the ground. But in the early going here, Willie, we're seeing all running plays from them. They had that nice first run by Webster for the touchdown, and now they're getting Puller going a little bit. This time it's 22, Kyle McDonald, and he's got some room across the 30, being chased, cuts it back, and down at the 15, inside the 15-yard line. Ground game really working for him, Willie.
That's 3 really good runs from 3 different backs. And, you know, they're moving the ball with ease right now, and not having to go too deep into the playbook here, just running plays. And they're going to keep going to it until Freedom can stop it. And Freedom's in trouble, man. If they can't, that's 3 runs over 30 yards. 3 out of 4 runs basically go longer than 30 yards. Pretty impressive start.
So a double tight formation from the Wolverines, a flag on the play, but that was Puller on the carry. And Green with the stop. Number 6, the free safety, John L. Green. But we do have a flag on the field. Now we have Mixon coming in and Stephen Costello coming out. And that's going to bring it back. It's a hold on Deer Valley. And so, Willie, maybe with this double tight formation here, and they're really focusing on the run, they may try to open up the pass here later on. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, the way we've seen them run it already, it's like the penalty is not really. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised right now at the ease with which they're breaking these runs. I've seen a lot this season, and I've seen some big run plays, but not on almost every down here. So, yeah, and certainly if it does finally stop working, they're going to have some play action that's going to open up for them and all that stuff that a good running game sets up. But more importantly, Freedom's defense is going to have to wake up a little bit and start bearing down on these run plays.
Webster looking to pass, and he's got a receiver out there, his tight end, complete down to the 10-yard line. A nice pass play there from the Wolverines, from Webster to his tight end, Wyatt Fatalale.
Yeah, nice play. Kind of a high percentage completion with the out, and wide receivers cleared out the kind of flat area, not quite flat, but just 5 yards out, and then he's able to turn it upfield and fight for some yardage. So everything working right now for Deer Valley.
So Webster working out of the gun again on 2nd down in about 6. Coming up on 7 minutes to go, and a short gain there by number 22, McDonald. So 3rd down and looks like maybe 5, gain of 1. So just under 7 minutes now, 7-0 the score. The visiting Deer Valley Wolverines in the lead. Both teams 6-2 on the season. Deer Valley dropped their first league game last week against Pittsburgh in a 29-42 loss, which was kind of the upset of the week last week in the BVAL. Webster looking to throw, pressured, and he's going to get taken down. And the first one there was Patrick Shuda. And then a host of Falcons came and helped him there, Willie. That was a nice play.
Nice play on defense, and big 3rd down stop. We'll see what Deer Valley does if they have some kind of kicking game, but yeah, it looks like they're gonna go field goal here. So Freedom's defense kind of clamping down when it counts, which is down in the red zone.
Kick is up, and it is no good. Quintanilla pushed it to the right, it looked like, Willie. And so a good stop for the Falcons as they can try to get that high-powered offense back onto the field behind quarterback Dante Mays. And I'd expect here, Willie, to see Mays taking the snaps now instead of Mixon in the Wildcat.
Yeah, probably won't see that play at least for a while in this game, but It's almost like you get the sense that they have so much faith in their offense. They're kind of just, they're not really too worried about what the opponent does scoring wise. Kind of just a, easy start here. I'm not seeing a lot of energy, but we'll see if that changes.
Here's Mixon. He spins out to the far side and cuts it up the middle of the field, and there's the #1 junior running back in California, Willie, Joe Mixon. Nice run there on first down, gets out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get stopped initially for about a 2 or 3 yard loss, and then he kind of just bounced out to the left, and he has the ability to kind of turn nothing into something, but Deer Valley's going to be kicking themselves. They didn't wrap up in the backfield.
Coming up on 5:30 in this first quarter from Oakley, California. There's Mays and there's Daniels across the 50 and down to the 40-yard line. Darrell Daniels, the senior, who we mentioned earlier, is committed to Washington, Willie, and he's a great talent out there at wide receiver.
Yeah, it looks like he's got pretty good size, and he's got really good hands, and definitely way too open on that play. Well, good for Freedom certainly that he was, but if you have a receiver of that caliber, you're going to want to locate him early on defense.
Yeah, he can be a matchup nightmare. So a bunch formation to the bottom of the screen. Mixon again, and a nice job that time by the Wolves defense. No gain there, Willie. Maybe even a loss brings up second down, and they're going to call it 11. So a loss of 1 coming up on 5 minutes.
Yeah, it looked like he got there, but they're going to bring it back a yard. So nice defensive stop on first down. And anytime you can make a team kind of play behind the chains, it's going to make life easier for yourself. Because now they're going to they're probably going to have to pass now.
Daniels in motion. Mays scanning the field, looking to throw. He's got a receiver and overshoots his receiver, Nick Garcia. And Willie, he had him. That could have been 6 for the Falcons, but it's going to bring up third down and long now.
Yeah, Garcia was open, and Mays, he's got a good arm. That thing was on a frozen rope, and Deer Valley fortunate that he kind of overthrew just by maybe a couple of feet, but man, Mays can really wing it.
Yeah, Mays, a senior quarterback with multiple offers to play at the next level. And so here we go, third down and long. 4 receivers set, and Mixon to the left of Mays. Mays looking and overshoots Tyler Soddy, his fullback. And so that's going to bring up fourth down for Freedom.
Interesting field position here for him. Looks like they might stay on the field at the opposition's 40. So this is a long fourth down. A completion is it's a big conversion if they're able to do so.
Yeah, so fourth and long, and it looks like they got the Wolverines to jump.
It was wide. It was the whole left side that's been in wide. They both jumped. Oh.
And two defensive ends that are on the left side jumped, Willie, so it'll make this fourth down a little more manageable now. 4th down and 5, or 4th and 6, I should say, as it was 4th and 11 before that penalty.
Yeah, definitely a lot more manageable, a lot more plays you can run to get 6 yards as opposed to having to go, 11, 12 yards. So nicely done to draw him off sides there.
Soddy in motion, out route from Soddy, and he's got it across the 30 and down to the 26-yard line. The fullback, Tyler Soddy, hauls that one in, and it's going to be a first down and 10, Willie.
Nice play from Soddy. He knew where the chains were and ran the route just beyond. So he got the first down. So heads up play and then a nice delivery from Mays, and able to keep this drive going after what looked like was going to be maybe a really tough 4th down conversion or turnover and down. So now you kind of see why Freedom's offense is so powerful.
Saudi in motion again, sets up the screen to Saudi this time. He's got some room across the 20, inside the 10, and taken down. So Saudi back-to-back receptions, and they're down to the 10-yard line, the Falcons are.
Yeah, nice screen there. Some of the defense looked a little confused. Even I kind of lost where the ball went for some oddly. But a nice execution on the screen and a nice mix of plays happening here offensively.
Yeah, so the Falcons moving the ball this time, staying with Dante Mays instead of going back to that Wildcat. And they're able to move the ball pretty effectively here on their second drive. Mays drops back, looking for the fade route to Daniels, and he's got it for the touchdown. He's got the size for that fade route, Willie, and he was able to haul that one in. A nice throw from Mays, though.
Yeah, that was pretty perfect. Anytime I see those fade routes to the end zone like that, I'm kind of, you know, that it's just a hard play to execute. You rarely see, you know, that route and that throw executed successfully, really at any level. It's kind of just one of those situations where you throw it to let your receiver go make a play, but I don't think Mays could have thrown it any better than that, and pretty good coverage on the play. So there it is, Freedom's on the board and kind of answering that first play touchdown. Somewhat quietly, they stayed calm and getting a sense of what they're able to do offensively. So
yes, the PAT was up and good, so we got a 7-7 ball game here with 3:20 left in the first quarter. Alex Richmond, Willie McFarland here on PlayOnSports.com, and that was more of what we were kind of expecting from Freedom there, Willie, than that first drive where they kind of where they ran the Wildcat, and the second play Mixon.
Yeah, kind of puzzling.
Just kind of threw it up and threw an interception after starting in pretty good, starting at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they had a great start, and they've got these kind of big guys on offense, like Mays and Daniels, and yeah, kind of a funny, sometimes you practice a trick play like that and it works really well against your scout defense, and you want to just go for the home run early, but that second drive was more likely what we're going to see for the rest of this game.
So a pooch kick down the middle of the field, and Webster picks it up. That's Zuzi Webster, and he brings it out close to midfield, down at the 47-yard line. So a nice play from him to pick up that pooch kick and take it out to the 47-yard line. That's the junior wide receiver. So here come the Wolverines again. Their first drive, they had a score from Simba Webster, 52-yard on that zone read play as he ran to the left side and scored. And so now their third possession, their second possession was a missed field goal, and now they're onto their third possession. Webster, pistol formation from the Wolverines, and there's Pooler off the right side. He's got some room across the 40 and inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Nice first down play there, Willie.
Yeah, another big chunk on a run play. And if you think about their second drive, they really weren't. There really wasn't an answer from Freedom. They had that nice sack, but if it wasn't for the penalty, Deer Valley had been really successfully running the ball and throwing it. So we'll see if they kind of get back into that rhythm. But again, Freedom struggling with the run right now.
Ball at the 37-yard line, first down and 10 for the Wolverines. A run off the left side again, Pooler, and stacked up by Tyler Saudi. So that brings up a second down and about 8 for the Wolverines. And so Willie, sticking with the run here, maybe trying to get that rhythm going again. I mean, they had a quick hitter on their first series, but they had a few runs on that second series that really were good for them.
Yeah, they should stick to it, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another 10, 15-yard run in this series.
Double tight formation. Dion Pruitt on the receiving end of that pass. And that's going to be enough for the first down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Nice throw and catch there, and Freedom's defense maybe kind of keying in on a possible run play and allowing the single coverage to the outside, and nice mix of offense coming in here from Deer Valley.
Yeah, Deer Valley passing out of that double tight formation a play ago. Now they kind of spread it out a little bit more. Slot receiver to the right side with Pooler in the pistol right behind Webster. Zone read, and Webster gives it to Pooler.
That's like 5 yards guaranteed every time.
Carries defenders down to the 17-yard line. 1:20 and counting left in this first quarter.
That's a nice run from Pooler, and even though it wasn't one of their big, breakout runs into the secondary, it was a nice chunk, and on a play too where Freedom was kind of playing run, I think. So running game really firing right now for Deer Valley.
He's gonna blitz. No,
Webster
right,
now tight end to the right. Pooler again, following his blockers, and nice tackle made there by number 2, Christian Montion.
31.
So a 3rd and short here, Willie, for the Wolverines.
3rd and short, and yeah, definitely a nice tackle there from Montion. So these past couple of series, we've seen Freedom look kind of lackadaisical in the beginning of the drive, and then once getting down into their own red zone, they're kind of tightening up. A stop here would be pretty big for them.
Yeah, so Montion with that nice tackle. And now Webster on the keeper. He's going to get enough for the first down. And so it's going to be first down and 10 at the looks like it's at the 10-yard line there, Willie. So first down and 10, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter as time runs out. So after one here from Freedom High School, tie game 7-7 in this BVAL showdown. And Willie, really in that first quarter, the Wolverines really came out and put some pressure, I guess you could say, on the Falcons defense. They had that quick hitter where Webster had the 52-yard touchdown run on the zone read. But they're really trying to establish the run here after coming off that tough loss. Webster had 3 touchdowns in that loss to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
but they're really starting off well here.
Yeah, the Wolverines are. They're playing really good. If it wasn't for that kind of penalty on 4th and 11, they might have prevented a score from this really tough offense. And so defensively, they did some good things. Holding this team to 1 touchdown in a quarter is actually a win for your defense. And then offensively, they look good running the ball. I mean, we've probably said it 15 times now, but a couple of runs, 3 runs more than 30 yards, a couple of 15-yarders, and Freedom kind of having a tough time coming up with an answer for the run game.
Yeah, and that was coming into the season. If the Falcons had a weakness, it was inexperience on defense. And the Wolverines are able to, so far, after one quarter of play, they're able to run the ball pretty well.
Number 24.
And so the second quarter about to get underway, 1st and 10. And the ball is actually on the 11-yard line. So Webster, it looks like he's going to be under center for the first time tonight. 3 backs in the backfield. Give to Pooler. And he falls forward for a short gain there. Brings up second down and about 6, it looks like.
Pretty good first down run. And it's interesting. You got some options here on second down now. And knowing that if you get close, you can get a set of downs from the 1-yard line. So that might be what they try to do, is just kind of pound it in. Hope for the first down at around the goal line and punch it in.
Webster back to the gun with 2 backs in the backfield. Pooler, and he loses the ball, and it's fallen on by Bobby Montgomery, I believe, number 56, and it is. And so what happened? I mean, what happened there, Will? It looked like he didn't really get the handoff.
Yeah, it didn't look like it happened on a hit. It looked like it happened on the exchange, or maybe just after. He didn't get a firm grip on it. And usually in games like this against two good teams, turnovers are definitely going to be very costly. And a turnover in the red zone is really tough. So you got to just hope, if you're Deer Valley, that your defense holds up and get the ball back to your offense. But yeah, nice recovery from Montgomery for freedom.
So a turnover apiece now. Each team with a turnover. This one in the red zone. Daniels on the sweep to the near side. Penalty flag, and that looks like it's going to be holding. It's in the area of holding, Willie. So it looks like it's going to come back, and I think they're going to call it on number 20, Joe Mixon. So we'll have to see, but his reaction looked like that they're calling it on him, Willie.
Yeah, and it's early in this game. You don't want to put too much emphasis on how costly a penalty is, but when you have two good teams, similar to kind of the turnover, a lot of times the turnover stat plays such a big part in the outcome, but also the penalties. Now Freedom's way back there, and Deer Valley with a good opportunity to get the offense off the field. Whereas if they had, not held there, they'd be looking good. Although a lot of times those holds are what makes the play look good. So we'll see if Wolverines are able to capitalize, though.
So the Falcons backed up here. Mays looking to pass, and he's got Daniels on an out route, and Daniels brought down quickly. Good job by the Wolves there. And a short gain there, so it's going to be about 2nd and 12 for the Falcons. But that was a good job by the Wolverines defense, Willie, to bring him down quick right after the catch. Didn't let Daniels get free there. Yeah,
nice play from Locopo, and kind of staying step for step there with Daniels, who's a tough guy to track. So nice defensive play from Locopo.
Yeah, so coming up on 10 minutes now in this second quarter. 2nd down and 12 as Daniel goes in motion. Mays, draw play to Mixon, that is, number 20. Mixon trying to get outside, and still up. And Mixon breaks a few tackles out across the 30, and wow, what a run there. I thought he was going to be caught in the backfield. Zuzi Webster was there along with a couple other defenders, and Mixon just wouldn't go down, Willie.
Yeah, that was a really great play. I could have sworn that Webster, number 10, Zuzi Webster, had him in the backfield for a loss. And I kind of slept on the play. I thought it was over. Somehow he emerges from the crowd and letting his offense off the hook with a big run there.
So 1st down and 10, ball on the 31-yard line after that.
It was
long run by Mixon. Daniels in motion. Mixon on the handoff. And Mixon across the 40. A gain of about 9, it looks like. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, nice run from Mixon. Doing what I call finishing the run. And putting a nice hit on his opponent at the end of that run and falling forward for a couple more yards. And it looks like they're going to award him the 1st down.
Yeah, they do. So 1st down and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line. Trips to the far side of the field. And Mixon in the backfield again. Mays looking. And he's got Daniels on the wheel route. What a catch by Daniels. And he's got, I thought he was going to get in there, but a nice tackle made by Webster.
Yeah, nice saving tackle, but what a catch. I think that thing was about 2 inches from the ground, and Daniel's able to scoop it up. That's a rare type of catch. You hardly can see guys able to get that low, that size, get that low, and wrap their hands around it. So really quite an incredible catch from Daniels, but great saving tackle from Webster as well.
Yeah, and Daniels there. I mean, we saw him. He's a red zone threat. He had that touchdown on the fade. He's got size. He's got great hands. He's got tremendous upside. And he'll be playing at Washington next year. Mixon on the inside give and gets down close to the goal line.
That last reception was a 60-yard completion to number 5, Darrell Daniels.
Yeah, but going back to that catch, Willie. Going back to that catch, he almost picked that right off the ground. I thought it was going to hit the ground, but it was the hands of Daniels.
Yeah.
Tremendous play there.
The impressive thing was that he didn't really have to break his stride to go down and get that ball. He caught it 2 inches from the ground in stride, and that was kind of the impressive thing about it. And now they're looking at a
Mixon up and over, and he gets in for the touchdown.
For a Freedom Falcon touchdown. 1-yard touchdown dive, Joe Mixon.
The junior Joe Mixon. With his 14th rushing touchdown of the season, makes it 13-7 with 7:40 to go until halftime. And Balia's extra point is good. 14-7 now. They took that turnover and went. That was inside the 10-yard line on that fumble on the exchange from Webster to Pooler, Willie. And the big play on that drive, the impressive catch by Darrell Daniels, who took it 60 yards inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and also that run where who had that big run where
Mixon, yeah, good point. I didn't even mention that too. Mixon with the run where you thought he was down. Zuzi Webster had him.
Yeah, almost an impossible, escape from the defense there. That to me was the key play. Of course, a big play from Daniels, 60-yard throw and catch. But
and with that touchdown, Willie, Joe Mixon breaks the all-time scoring record with 194 points for Freedom.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, very highly touted player, only a junior.
Oh, it's even more impressive. He's only a junior, so he's going to rack up a whole ton more points next year.
Nice run here across the 25, breaking a few tackles. That was James Guidry. And Guidry there breaking a few tackles out to the 27-yard line.
And it's the first time tonight we're going to kind of see like a standard, field position start here. I've seen it so often in high school. They go for onside or something funny on the kickoff, and they kind of give the opponent the ball, midfield or even better. And here they got him back there around the 27. So have some cushion. The defense does.
Yeah, so Webster under center for only the second time this game, and this time it's number 22, Kyle McDonald. And McDonald with a nice run as he broke it outside and got out close to midfield. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line. So it's really been McDonald and Pooler tonight getting the bulk of the carries for the Wolverines.
Yeah, nice run by McDonald. He's kind of sneaky, and some nice cuts in that run, and big first down.
And he's actually to the 44-yard line. First down and 10. Webster back in the gun. Again to McDonald, and this time only a short gain. Looks like a gain of about 4 yards. So second down and 6 as we're ticking just under 7 minutes until halftime. So Willie, the Wolverines, really still able to move the ball pretty well here on this drive, and it looks like they're going to kind of stick with the run here.
Yeah, they have. They've been moving it well all night, and if it wasn't for the fumble, the score of this ballgame could be a lot different. So they're going to have to focus on finishing the drive because, each drive they've had, they've gotten down into the red zone.
And Webster to Pruitt Nice out route from Dion Pruitt, and they're able to move the chains there. First down and 10, Wolverines.
You know, especially when you're playing an offense like Freedom, you know, you're going to need to match them on the scoreboard, obviously. You hope that your defense shows up and makes a couple stops, but you got to assume they're going to score. So important for Deer Valley to answer right now.
The Wolves again, and that's number 22, Kyle McDonald. And a pretty good gain there on on first down from McDonald, a gain of 5 yards.
They're doing a good job of what I've heard a lot about lately, which is playing ahead of the sticks, getting chunks on first down, and then you can get deep in the playbook and you know, not committing penalties. And when they run the ball, they run downhill and get a couple yards at least, and that's been the key to their success on offense so far.
Webster looking, pump fakes, goes deep, and overshoots his receiver. Looks like that was Pruitt, and it was number 17, Dion Pruitt, so that brings up third down, and they're calling it 6 down there. Third down and 6 for Deer Valley. So with that throw there, Willie, do you think that this is 4 down territory here? I mean, because, you know, it's 3rd and 6 now. Do you think that they just wanted to take a shot there and they're going to commit on these next 2 downs?
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and that's the benefit of those nice first down plays opening up for you.
Webster looked like he had a man open for a second, but pressured by the Falcons, and a few Falcons in there for the sack.
Yeah, so that's probably going to change what they want to do offensively now.
And Andrew Werkheiser, one of those Falcons on the sack. So, yeah, you'd expect them to kick it away here, Willie. 4th down and 14. Under 5 minutes now until halftime. And it looked like maybe one of the Falcons jumped, but they got back in time. Mixon fields the punt at the 10-yard line. Takes up the middle of the field. And a nice job from Mixon to stay on his feet and get out to the 30-yard line. So that's where the Falcons are going to start with just under 4:30 to go. And so that no-huddle offense back out onto the field, Willie.
Yeah, and so, you know, Deer Valley's defense has got to make a stop here. Hopefully get the ball back for their offense. With enough time, this game the clock is really running down fast in this game because of all the running plays and completions and like that. So if you're Freedom, you know, you might think about you might be wanting to carry this possession into the half, make it the last possession of the ball game, and if you're Deer Valley, hopefully you can get a stop, get your offense back out on the field.
Daniels on the sweep to the far side, and a good job there by the Wolves to make it a short gain from Daniels. Minimal gain there on first down. And it looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 8. And they're calling that only a gain of 1. So we'll go with 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Trips to the near side. Malik Jackson in the backfield with Mays. Mays looking. He's got Daniels on the curl route. Daniels breaking out across the hash, across midfield. And the yards after the catch for Daniels.
Yeah, he's such a
Good
deep
there on
threat.
that play, yeah.
He's such a deep threat that when he's able to kind of just sit down on his route and in the intermediate area, he's left alone because you know, defense has given him so much respect going deep. So he'll take that. He'll take that all night as long as the defense is giving it to him.
Yeah, so Daniels with another reception there. First down and 10, and a pitch to Mixon to the far side. Mixon working out to the outside, and a flag thrown. Looks like it's going to be holding again
Tackle made by number 24, Lewis.
And we'll have to see what they called, but it was in that area, Willie.
Yeah.
Where you'd suspect that it would be a holding call.
Will be a hold call against the
Yeah,
Falcons.
hold call.
Yeah, and so that's going to back up Freedom.
That's a couple holding calls on Freedom now, and the last time Deer Valley was close to capitalizing on it and stopping Freedom, but hasn't mattered too much. They've been able to get some kind of great play to get all those yards back so far in this game, but important for Deer Valley to take advantage of the long yardage situation and hopefully get the ball back and maybe score before the half.
Trips to the far side. Now they even out the formation, and we have a penalty before they can get the playoff, and delay a game is called. So back-to-back penalties really back them up. So it's going to be 1st and 22 for the Freedom Falcons. 2:48 and counting until halftime. Mixing back onto the field as number 24, Malik Jackson, comes off, the backup running back.
Often you'll see a screen type play in this situation.
Mays looking deep and overshoots his receiver, Nick Garcia. That's the second time he's overshot Garcia. And so it brings up 2nd down and 22.
I think that was number 2, Mike Hamilton, with the coverage and pretty tight. Staying pretty tight on number 11, Nick Garcia. So nice play from the defense, and they've stopped them there on 1st down. So we got a couple more. In these long yardage situations, a lot of times you can catch yourself playing it. You'll play a deep zone and give up big chunks in the intermediate area, and then make it manageable on like 3rd and 4th down. So that's what they don't want to do.
Mays looking for Daniels and threw that one behind him. And Daniels is open there. Willie again kind of just sitting down in the zone, a curl route from Daniels, and Mays threw it behind him there.
Yeah, kind of a back-to-back rare so far this game incompletions. You got to think if Freedom can get 10, 11, they might still go for it on 4th down. So it's important, Deer Valley stops them on this play too, and just kind of make them punt for sure.
Empty set now. Mays looking, going deep, and overshoots Young, but they're going to throw a flag. Devontae Young, the receiver, and it looked like that was Luis Gomez on the coverage, and I guess he had a hand right on his jersey there.
Yeah, he got a lot of jersey, and it was easy to see because it was up high. A lot of time, DBs, you got to play physical if you're a DB, but you can't make it too visible. And a lot of times you see guys kind of grab the lower part of the jersey around the waist, maybe kind of try to work for position down there, but he got up high on the chest, and it was a real easy call for the official. So letting Freedom off the hook there, and they're going to get a 1st down and keep this drive moving, and probably get just what they wanted, which is to run the clock out almost all the way with this offensive possession.
Yeah, so a 15-yard penalty, not a spot foul like it is in the NFL, a 15-yard penalty, 2:18 to go. Mays drops back, looking, he's got Daniels again, but Daniels can't hang on. The sure-handed Daniels drops that pass, and we've seen that route. That's about the 3rd time we've seen that route, Willie.
Yeah.
He's kind of sitting down there in the zone, running about a 12-yard curl.
And he ran it nicely and was working back towards his quarterback. But Mays really putting a lot of heat on it. Too tough to handle for Daniels.
So a 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons. This time they
On second down,
go on the ground. Mixon reversing field, and he's going to be in trouble. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, and
Mixon
it's going to be a loss of
will use 1 yard on the play.
1 yard. So a 3rd down and 11. And Mixon there trying to make a play, but sometimes when there's nothing there, you just got to go down, Willie.
Yeah, well, you know, we've seen Deer Valley kind of sniff out the running play several times, but then unable to wrap up Mixon. And that time they didn't stop pursuit and able to get him down.
This time they roll Mays out and overshoots Daniels, but a nice hit there by number 4, Frank Sturgis.
He caught the ball.
That will bring up 4th down for the Falcons.
Almost thought I saw Hamilton pick that ball. Might have been out of bounds, though.
Yeah, because I was looking at Daniels and I saw the hit on Daniels, but there was a receiver. What was it? Was it Christian Montion?
I'm not sure who was back there, but the DB Hamilton was, and he came up with a football claim and he got an interception. We'll see. Unfortunately, they don't have instant replay, obviously, in high school, but if they did, that'd be interesting to see if he got a hold of it.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 11. And the Falcons are going to, you would think, try to pin the Wolverines back.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Thank you, Willie. So 4th down and 11 with 1:35 until halftime here. And it's senior night for these Freedom Falcons. 14-0 your score. Freedom in the lead. And we're going to see what they decide to do here on 4th down, what Coach Kevin Hartwig wants to do here. And it looks like he's going to keep his offense on the field. Daniels out there with Mixon and Devontae Young. And the fullback Tyler Soddy. So Young, Daniels, Soddy, and Mixon all to the far side. 4 receivers, empty set for the Falcons. Mixon in motion. Mays rolling left, looking. He's got Mixon on the wheel route. That's intercepted this time by Zuzi Webster. And Webster across the 40, still in bounds. And all the way down to the 40, and he's going to go the distance, 20, 10, and he's in. There is a flag at the 37-yard line on the far side of the field. 2 flags. So a nice play there by Zuzi Webster, though, and it able to stay in bounds, but it looks like it may be coming back here, Willie.
Yeah, it was a double move from Mixon that was, it was called for Mixon the whole way, and it was number 48, Elijah Lacopo, staying with him, staying with the speedy Mixon and getting a hand up there, and then Webster kind of able to, just basket catch that slightly overthrown ball. So big defensive play from Deer Valley. Unfortunate, the penalty is going to bring him back. Otherwise, they were going to be in great shape to get a score.
Yeah, good idea there, trying to get Mixon matched up with the linebacker, but Webster helping over the top there, able to pick that ball off. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 with 1:18 to go. And we'll see what the Wolverines want to do here, if they're going to put together some sort of drive before halftime. Only 1:18 left. And it looks like they are a player short. And it looks like that's Lacopo coming on the field late. Empty set from the Wolverines. Simba Webster looking, and Drop play from him and a nice play mix in there on the stop, and also Shuda.
4-yard loss on the play.
Patrick Shuda there. So a loss, and the clock is running, coming up on a minute now to go. Second down.
Not a lot of urgency here, so maybe just playing to get into the locker room at halftime here.
Yeah, coming up on 40 seconds. Second down and 13. Empty set again, and a draw play again for Webster on the keeper. More of just a design quarterback run than a draw. And Shuda there again, number 89, the defensive end. Having a nice first half so far.
Timeout in the field, Deer Valley.
And Deer Valley calls a timeout. So with under 30 seconds to go. And Willie, what would be the reason for the timeout there?
I don't know. I'm not sure, unless maybe they're, planning what they're going to do on fourth down, or who knows. Yeah, it's kind of a curious timeout, but,
I mean, deep in their own territory.
Yeah, kind of deep in their own territory, but Coach Woods just probably saw something he didn't like, wanted to get something straightened out, and we'll see what they come up with here on third down.
And so here we go, Willie. Third down and 12. And so after a timeout called by Deer Valley, they're looking at a third and long with 28 seconds to go until half. You'd think they'd keep it on the ground here, but Webster's going to drop back, and he's looking for a receiver. Tipped and picked off by number 6, John L. Green, and that's what you really don't want there. There's not a lot of time left, but that was off the hands of Frank Sturgis, the wide receiver for the Wolverines, and John L. Green just in the right position there. And Willie, when that happens, really, when a receiver can't make the reception, he tips it up. A lot of the time, that turns into an interception.
Yeah, that's just your tip drill, and that's going to turn into a turnover more often than not. The curious thing was the kind of lack of urgency on first and second down, and then really going for it on third down. But not a whole lot of time left. They should be all right if they can just hold up a couple of plays here.
Right, so the second turnover for the Wolverines, and a fumble and now an interception, and Mays might try to do something here. Mays looking. And again, Daniels just kind of sitting down in the zone, spins out of one tackle, comes to the near side across the 30, looking for a block, and he very smartly gets out of bounds there at the 26-yard line, and that's the fourth time we've seen that route, Willie.
Yeah, that was well done by Daniels to run about 30 yards out of bounds and give his, stop the clock and give his offense a chance to throw something in the end zone.
So 10 seconds left. First down and 10. Empty set, 3 receivers to the far side. Daniels in the slot at the near side, the big 6'4" wide receiver. And this time Mixon, and that's almost picked off. That was Frank Sturgis, who just, when they were on offense, he couldn't hang on, couldn't catch the ball, and it was intercepted. And now he almost has an interception for himself, and that would have surely ended the first half there, Willie. But
absolutely, yeah.
The Falcons able to get another shot at it. 6 seconds left now. Second down and 10. And a timeout as they're going to, it looks like Daniels is gassed. He might be, nothing's wrong with him. Looks like he's just tired. He's got his hands on his hips. They might want to give him a break, as you'd think they'd, try to go to him on a last second play to the end zone.
Yeah,
he's big, he's got the speed, and he's got the hands like we've seen.
If they run a play really quick, they might have time for 2, but it's gonna be close. They're gonna have to, Mays is gonna have to let go of it right as his receivers are getting in there to have a chance for 2 plays. So most likely just time for one play left. So the timeout not only giving, Daniels a rest, but you can kind of dial up your best 20, what is it? Your best 28-yard play to get in the end zone. And that's what they probably did during that timeout. So we'll see what they throw here. I definitely want to, if I'm Deer Valley, double team Mays.
Yeah, you'd want to roll the coverage up to Daniels, and they have Hamilton.
Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels. They have Hamilton and Webster. Daniels is alone at the bottom of the screen. Mays looking. 3 receivers to his right, going deep. That's Young, and it's caught for the touchdown. Devontae Young. Really nice throw and pitch and catch there, Willie.
It was, and they used Daniels kind of as somewhat of a diversion. They had to bring a safety over to double team Daniels, and then just throwing it up to the right side, and yeah, really nice throw and a nice catch.
Yeah, and it kind of was. I mean, it was a diversion there as you kind of have to roll the coverage to Daniels, and that was PAT up and good. I believe that was number 15, Belia, with the PAT to make it 21-7. So at halftime, 21-7. That's gonna do it for the first half of play, with the Falcons leading 21-7 over the Deer Valley Wolverines. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
One match away away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
And welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you live from Freedom High School in Oakley, California. Alex Richmond alongside me, Willie McFarland, and at half, the Freedom Falcons leading the Deer Valley Wolverines 21-7. Some other scores from around the BVAL. At halftime, Antioch leading Liberty 20-7, and Pittsburgh on top of Heritage at halftime 27-9. So Willie, let's kind of recap this first half. And Deer Valley got on the board first after a tough loss last week, kind of the upset of the week in the BVAL. They lost 29-42 to Pittsburgh. They started off really strong tonight, Willie. They got in the end zone first, and there was Simba Webster with a 52-yard touchdown run, and that kind of got them going. But they've kind of, since then, their offense has kind of come to a screeching halt. They had a turnover, and they haven't really been able to get anything going other than that first touchdown by Webster.
Yeah, they've been playing well overall. Defense getting a turnover in there, and offense actually having some success. The problem for them is that they're just kind of unable to finish drives. They've been getting down in the red zone, but then just not punching in. There was a costly turnover at about the 5-yard line of fumble, and so for them, they've just got to focus on finishing their drives, because they're we've said it, they're running the ball really great, and then getting some good short passing yardage in there as well, and in defense holding up pretty good against a tough offense in Freedom. So they've just got to focus on finishing their drives in this second half.
And now for the home team, the Freedom Falcons, it's kind of the opposite for them. They kind of started off kind of slow. They came out and they ran the Wildcat in their first series with Joe Mixon. He had a nice run on first down, threw that interception. After that, they didn't run the Wildcat again. They were able to score 3 times in that first half. Darrell Daniels had the first with a nice fade route for the first touchdown of the game. And then it was Mixon had one, a short touchdown run inside the 5, and then a nice play to end the half there with 6 seconds left to Devontae Young. So they kind of got it going as the first half went on. But, you have, I call them the big 3, really. You have Mays, the quarterback, Dante Mays, Joe Mixon, and Darrell Daniels, and you'd expect them to maybe explode here in the second half, maybe. I mean, they weren't able to do too much. Daniels had that amazing 60-yard catch where he picked that ball up off the ground. But what do you expect from them in the second half offensively?
Yeah, just probably take care of the ball a little bit more, but keep doing what they're doing. Really, they were able to do some things on offense. A couple bad penalties for them prevented a couple of maybe opportunities to score. But yeah, the kind of a lackadaisical start for them, especially on defense. I expect them to kind of play with a little more energy in this second half.
All right, well, that's going to do it. It's 21-7 at halftime. This is a presentation of Friday Night Football, and we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of the second half on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
And welcome back to Freedom High School in Oakley, California. This is a presentation of Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. The Freedom Falcons leading the Deer Valley Wolverines 21-7. Alex Richmond alongside me, my partner Willie McFarland here for you. And Freedom will receive to start the third quarter. Mixon and Daniels back for the Falcons as the Deer Valley Wolverines tee it up here. And it's going to be Jason Ross Kelly to kick it off for the Wolverines. And so Freedom able to get their offense back on the field to start this third quarter. And they ended the first half, Willie, with a touchdown to Devontae Young to make it 21-7. So Ross Kelly kicks this one away, and it looks like Daniels takes it inside the 10. Daniels looking for some blockers, brings it to the near side, and is forced out of bounds after a stiff arm. Forced out by number 4, Frank Sturgis.
Yeah, nice job by Sturgis not to let Daniels break contain on that on his run back. Looked like he wanted to get the edge and take it up the sideline, but Sturgis stayed in his lane and made the play.
So ball at the 31-yard line, first down and 10. And the number one offense in the BVAL comes back out onto the field. Kind of an abbreviated pistol formation with Mixon and Sadi in the backfield. And Mixon stacked up after a gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, nice win up front for the defensive line of Deer Valley, preventing any type of major yardage there.
And they're going to call it a gain of 2, so it's going to be second down and 8 coming up for the Falcons. 3 receivers to the far side. Mays looking, and he's got Daniels. A nice move from Daniels to get across the first down marker, across the 50 and out of bounds. And a nice initial move there by Daniels. So spotted, he gets out to the 50-yard line. So first down and 10 for Darrell Daniels.
Just kind of a quick, hot throw out to Daniels, and then, a little too much room. Able to make one guy miss and then move the chains. So they're going to get him the ball any way they can, whether it's on a hot route or deep. So he's looking like a handful for Deer Valley.
This time Mays keeps it. And a nice gain from Mays on that read option. Second down and 1 for the Falcons, and a nice run there by Mays.
Yeah, nice run on first down, and kind of continuing what they were doing in the first half, which is kind of keeping Deer Valley off balance a little bit.
Daniels in motion to the near side. Sadi on the receiving end of that, and Sadi inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. So we've seen Tyler Sadi with a few nice plays tonight. I believe that's his 3rd reception of the game.
Yeah, it looks like Mays has kind of brought his throws down a couple feet too. In the first half, we saw him missing high often on those type of routes at about that depth, and so he made the adjustment and bringing his throws down a little bit, and Sadi able to make the play.
First down and 10. Mays drops back, has to scramble out of the pocket, and he's going to go down. Number 45, Boudou. And Boudou with a nice play there to get to Mays. So it's going to be 2nd and long.
Yeah, Kwaku Boudou just coming off the edge and of Mays' blindside there, and nice tackle, bringing Freedom back about 6 yards. So nice play there from Boudou.
Sadi now the man in motion. Option, Mays is going to keep it. And a nice tackle, a short gain. Mays down to maybe the 30-yard line. A nice play made by Alex Estrada.
And in the first half, Freedom's 3rd down conversion percentage was pretty high. And so if you're Deer Valley, you're hoping that you can make a play here on 3rd and long and force them into some kind of kick situation. Often you don't know the depth of high school kickers. This would be pretty far for them.
So ball at the 30-yard line, 3rd down and long. Looks like they're going to set up a screen. They do. And snuffed out by the Wolverine defense. That was Belia.
Tackle made by number 48, Elijah Lacopo.
Yeah, Lacopo making a really nice open field tackle there, able to get his helmet inside, and that's what you want to do when you're tackling. Get your helmet inside the offensive player and stop his momentum. And if he didn't wrap up there, that could have gone for some big yardage, and they're still going to go for it, though, on 4th and long.
8:20 and counting. Mays rolling right. He's got Mixon. And there's Daniels. That's going to be a first down to the 16-yard line. So Mays able to roll right, and he was hit at the end of the play, but he had Mixon out there blocking for him on the rollout. And when you need 10 yards, when you need to convert on 4th down, you go to the sure-handed Daniels, and he was able to run past the sticks, and that's so important. A lot of young receivers make the mistake of not doing that sometimes, Willie, but Daniel's able to do that and get the first down.
Yeah, and he worked his way back to the quarterback nicely, and Mays delivering a really nice sideline throw. That's a lot tougher than it looks.
This time Mixon. Short gain from Mixon as Daniels was coming across the formation. A little misdirection there as they faked the sweep to Daniels, and Mixon ran to the far side, ran off the right side for a gain of 1.
And I want to go back to that sideline throw. Why is a sideline throw harder than it looks? Well, you're throwing it a lot farther than what it appears. So if you're throwing it and it's a 10-yard gain, but you threw it to the sideline, it went through the air probably. I mean, I don't know. Go back to sophomore math and go Pythagorean theorem on it, but you're going a lot farther than 10 yards. So that's why I say those sideline throws are really nice because you're still getting a good amount of distance on the ball. So that play, even though it seems kind of pedestrian, is actually really pretty tough to execute.
2nd down and 7, so they call it a gain of 3. Mays looking, and a nice defensive play. He had Montion, but that was number 2, Mike Hamilton, who was able to get a hand in there, Willie.
Really nice play from Hamilton, but he's got to be careful. He gave a little trash talk at the end of that, and in high school they're pretty quick on those, so he's got to be careful. But that's a couple of times we've called his number on defense. He's played pretty well tonight, covering these receivers for Freedom, who we know are a tough matchup for anyone. So, Hamilton playing well tonight.
3rd down and 7. Daniels in the slot to the near side. Mixon to the right of Mays. Mays looking. There's Daniels. And Daniels looks like he has enough for the first down. It looks like he initially got down to the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 6, so that's enough for a first down to move the chains. 1st and goal. Falcons.
They sure have been efficient tonight on 3rd down. And so far, that's kind of been the story for me. In Freedom's offense, is kind of really, well, now that I'm saying this, I hope that was 3rd down that they threw that. But nonetheless, they still have been pretty effective. And, this is even if they kick a field goal, that's still 3 possessions. So Deer Valley in quite a bit of a hole if they can't turn it over or get some kind of stop here.
So the abbreviated pistol formation there, and Mixon took that carry and kind of slipped up once he got to the 5. So a gain of 1, 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line for Freedom. Coming up on 6 minutes in this 3rd quarter, 21-7. The Falcons leading the Wolverines. And Daniels in the slot again to the near side, single coverage. And it's Mixon again, this time to the near side, dragging defenders with him and inside the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. And it's going to be from the 1. And so the Falcons there, Willie, kind of just working both sides of the field, getting Mixon to the outside to the right, and then back to the near side to the left side.
Yeah, and last time they had the ball in this field position, goal line, they just ran Mixon and he kind of did a jump airborne over the line. See if they go back to that play.
And, Willie, you called it. That's going to be a touchdown. Joe Mixon for his 2nd of the game, and he breaks his own record. He had broken the scoring record, 194 points, and he's going to pile on to that. Another 6 points for the junior, Joe Mixon, to make it 27-7. Dante Mays, the holder. He gets the snap down, and the kick is up and good. So 28-7, the Freedom Falcons on top of the Deer Valley Wolverines with 5:14 left.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Thank you, Willie. So a 21-point lead here on senior night for the Falcons. And the junior, Joe Mixon, getting his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Freedom really able to move the ball with ease. They did complete that 4th down play, Willie. And, when you need that 4th down and 10, they converted that. They got it to their playmaker, Darrell Daniels. He was able to run past the sticks and then Mixon kind of did the rest there. 3 running plays for Mixon, and you called it, the dive over the goal line. This time a pooch kick, and bounces back the Falcons' way, but it's fallen on by a Wolverine at the 37-yard line, and looks like that's Zuzi Webster. He comes up limping after falling on the football. So first down and 10 from the 37-yard line for the Wolverines.
Yeah, and if they weren't in a must-score situation before at 21-7, the way Freedom's been able to move it on them, they really do have to get something going here. Hopefully a touchdown if they want to stay in this game.
Yep, so they stay on the ground. 22, Kyle McDonald hit by Bobby Montgomery. A nice play from him. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. So the Wolverines are going with the same formation that we saw, pretty much the abbreviated pistol, where they bring a fullback. It's an offset I, but the quarterback's in the shotgun. And so this time they go double tight. It looks like pistol formation for the Wolverines. Webster again and Webster's actually sacked. He faked the handoff to McDonald and was swallowed up by a host of Falcon defenders there, Willie.
Yeah, you'll hear it all the time that football is such a game of momentum, and right now they are battling uphill as Deer Valley against all of Freedom's momentum, and they're looking at a really long third down right now. So, I mean, it can shift fast, don't get me wrong, but they got to get something going.
Webster looking scrambles now. He's got some room and doesn't break out of that tackle as Montion got some help. It looked like Joe Mixon was there, and Daniels might have even been there in on the tackle. And so it's going to be a fourth down and about 4, a long 4. And officials' timeout is, I think that's Mixon who's down on the ground after making that tackle.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Thank you, Willie. And it looks like it may just be a cramp as they're stretching out. I believe it's Mixon. He was the one that was in there on the tackle with a few other defenders. And so it looks like the junior running back, who's got 2 scores on the night, also plays defense, plays linebacker for the Falcons, is down on the field. And this fourth down and 4, Willie, so crucial for the Wolverines to convert in kind of a must-score situation.
Yeah. Looks like Mixon's going to be all right. And I'm not sure. I thought I saw punt team come out, but maybe they've changed.
No, you're right,
no.
Willie.
Yeah, punt team.
Yeah, Jason Ross Kelly.
And now that's going to be a tired defense that's about to come back out on the field. That first drive, I think, was 7 minutes, 10 plays or something like that. Pretty.
And it's
tough
a fake.
drive.
Pooler off the left side, fighting for yards, and he's not going to get it. It doesn't look like. Maybe they'll measure. Very close, though. And Tyler Soddy, one of the Falcons, in on that play. And that's a nice call there from the Wolverines. And Shane Pooler off the left side. We'll have to see where they mark it because it's very close.
Well, he got hit about a yard shy. The question is whether or not he was able to kind of fight and fall forward enough.
Yeah, great effort.
For the first.
Great effort from Pooler. It just might be
inches
short.
Really close.
They're going to bring out the chains to measure here. And it might be a length short here, Willie. We'll have to see. But it was a great effort from Puller, and they did stop him. The Falcons are going to get the ball.
That's a big turnover on downs, and it's kind of that one area of football that's really, for the referees, really tough to get exactly right. It's always something I wonder about. It comes down to a couple of inches, but you know, how can they see that?
Right, yeah.
And it's funny how big of an impact that can play, but you kind of just got to accept it. The spot that you get, especially in high school where, you know, you can't do any challenge. But I've always thought that was kind of funny about football, that those super close first down situations. I mean, it's just the referee eyeballing where they see it. So tough break for Deer Valley, though. And
Mixon's over on the training table. They cut off his ankles are taped up. They cut him off, and they're looking at an ankle, I believe. So he may have turned an ankle. Daniels takes a direct snap and gains about a yard. So back to the Wildcat. We saw that the first possession of the game, on the first two plays until Mixon threw an interception, but they go back to it. And now it looks like Mays is going to come back with Malik Jackson, number 24, the backup running back, as Mixon's getting tended to on the training table. This time he hits Garcia down the sideline. So after overshooting him twice, they're able to connect on the third time there. Willie, third time's the charm, and Garcia with a first down.
Yeah, Mays kind of finding his range in the second half, and on an even tougher throw than the one he missed in the first half. Really actually pretty good coverage, just about a half step for Garcia. So Mays looking pretty good in this second half so far.
2:44 left in this third quarter. Sadi in motion to the far side. Mays drops back, wants to go to Sadi, and that's too far out of Sadi's reach on that out route. Brings up second down, and Jamon Wilkins is down, but he's slow to get up, but he does.
And even though that incompletion looked like maybe Mays just missed it, it was actually Locopo's defense kind of making Mays throw it further to the right than he wanted to. So credit Locopo with that. Even though he didn't break it up, he kind of forced the throw further right than Mays wanted. So a nice play from Locopo, and we've called his name a couple times in coverage tonight.
Yeah, good call there. And this time, Mays overshoots Young. And Locopo again, Sadi with that out route, and Locopo again right on his hip. And so that's going to bring up a third down and 10 for the Falcons. And Sadi's limping off the field. So Andrew Werkheiser, the senior fullback and linebacker, will come on as Sadi comes off, favoring what looks like to be his right ankle that he already has taped up. Might be a calf cramp as he's trying to stretch that out right now. So a third down and 10. Mays rolling right. And there's Daniels again on the out route, and that's going to be a first down inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. So again, Willie, when you need to convert, you go to Daniels, and he's able to come up with again running past the sticks.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the Achilles heel of this defense. They play really well on first and second down, and then credit Freedom just really playing well on third down with high efficiency, especially down here in Wolverine territory. So, yeah, Daniels coming up with another big catch on third down.
Mays directing traffic, telling Barber to go to the far side. A flag. And we'll have to see what that is. And number 21, Isaiah Barber, on the field for the first time. And that was a carry by Malik Jackson, his first carry of the game. But it looks like Mixon's okay, so he's going to come back onto the field as Jackson comes off, and so does Barber, the junior wide receiver. So that's going to back up the Falcons with 2 minutes left in this third quarter, 28-7. The Freedom Falcons over the Wolverines in this BVAL matchup. So Werkheiser, the fullback, to the left of Mays with Mixon right behind him. Play action. Mays rolling left, looking, and there's Daniels down to the 10-yard line. Make that the 11-yard line, but Daniels such a big target. Goes about 6'3", 6'4", great hands. He's just like I said earlier, he's kind of a matchup nightmare for any high school defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the play was dialed up to go to down the left side, and good coverage, but Mays with just a little bit too much time, able to find his favorite target, Daniels.
Mays and a miss to Daniels there, incomplete.
Threw it behind him a little bit.
Yeah, second time we've seen that.
So here's another third down, and they really got to get a stop here.
Under a minute, 57 seconds, third down and 8 from the 12-yard line. Daniels now working his way to the near side of the formation, so he's going to be in the slot right on the hash mark at the near side. Mixon to Mays' left. And we've got a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. They're going to back him up 5 yards.
And it was kind of funny right before that false start. I was just thinking to myself, one thing we haven't really talked about is actually how well the offensive line is playing for Freedom. Mays has been fairly comfortable back there, and so give some credit to the offensive line, even though they commit the mental error on that play.
Yeah, great point,
they've been
Willie.
playing well.
I've seen him down maybe one time. And Mays overshoots his receiver, Christian Montion. So fourth down and 8.
And they're finally able to get a stop on third down, and kind of bad timing for us because the defensive line was able to beat the right guard and tackle on that play and make Mays rush the throw. So in that case, we've got to give Deer Valley some defensive line some credit, and finally getting the stop on third down, which is long overdue. And so now we're going to see a field goal attempt.
So it's going to be a 34-yard field goal. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's through. So a 34-yard field goal from number 15, Nenwan Balila, and so 31-7. Falcons in the lead.
And another really time-consuming and bruising offensive series from Freedom. And if anything now, Deer Valley's got to work and try and put together a tough long drive of their own, not only to score but give their defense some rest and try and gain back some momentum. It's pretty out of hand, but it's not completely gone, I don't think. I mean, certainly there's been larger margins overcome, maybe not that many, but it's high school football, anything can happen. So, and regardless, you just want to play well. You just want to finish the game if you're Deer Valley. So we'll see what they can come up with on offense here.
Squib kick there. Kind of a mix between a squib and an onside, and that's Mike Hamilton.
He almost broke out of there.
Yeah, brings it out to the 44-yard line. So first down and 10 with 48 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Mixon comes out. He's going to take a break. He's not going to play defense for at least this series.
As an offense, this is hard. You got to kind of dig a little deeper for that energy now, because the scoreboard is kind of telling you, oh, man, this is going to be tough. But you got to kind of just dig in there and see what kind of burst he can come up with and get back and hopefully get some of those explosive plays that you had in the first half, get him going again here.
Webster looking, scrambling now, and he's going to go down. Loss of 4 yards on the play, and Malik Jackson was there. Along with Shuda, we've really called his name a lot tonight. Number 89, the defensive end. He has had a great game. So has Bobby Montgomery, number 56.
Yeah, and it seems like as the game has wore on, the Freedom's defense has actually kind of started to settle in, and they're playing pretty loose now and fast, and they're kind of feeding off the offense, I think, a little bit, and playing well right now.
Yeah, so this is going to be the last play of the third quarter. Webster looking. Draw play to Pooler. And Pooler able to get a few yards back. 3rd down and 11, so a gain of 3. And so when the fourth quarter starts, it's going to be 3rd down and 11 from the 43-yard line, 31-7 your score. The Falcons in the lead over the Deer Valley Wolverines.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championships events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
Yeah, so this matchup tonight, the Falcons are sitting atop the Bay Valley Athletic League. And at 3-0, they've rattled off 3 straight league victories. They've won 5 in a row. And Deer Valley, they're 2-1 in league. They dropped their first league game last week in that loss to Pittsburgh. So fourth quarter about to start here. 43-yard line, 3rd down and 11. Webster drops back looking right. He's got a receiver and in and out of the hands of Frank Sturgis. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 11, and that was a catchable ball, Willie.
Well, it was, but it definitely would have been a pretty spectacular one if he was able to come up with it. Ball was thrown, a little ahead, maybe by a yard or 2, and Sturgis had to lay out, and that's a tough catch. Maybe could have made it, but it was also a little low, and those are the hard ones when you kind of have to reverse your hands into kind of like a basket catch. It's kind of hard to describe, but tough catch. So they're going to punt here.
This time Ross Kelly kicks it away. No fake from the Wolves. Mixon picks it up around the 22-yard line. Looking for some room to run. He breaks a few tackles and out to the 36-yard line. So a nice return from Mixon there, able to kind of weave his way up the middle of the field out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Mixon, he's really tough to bring down. He's almost certainly going to break the first tackle. He's real, I don't want to say, he's just kind of loose and he's got, I think, deceptive shiftiness, and really made a lot of nice plays tonight. And there's just another one where he makes a tackler miss and gets another couple of yards for his team.
Daniels in the slot on the far side of the field. 1st down and 10 from the 36. Fake to Daniels. And Mixon now, he's got some room across midfield, across the 40. Makes a move and gets down to the 30-yard line, dragging defenders with him. Brought down by Webster and Dion Pruitt. And inside the 30-yard line. And that fake was actually to Christian Montion on a little screen out to the far side. Fake quick screen, and they gave it to Mixon.
And he had a big hole set for him from his offensive line, and then turn on the Jets into the secondary. Nice run from Mixon again.
And Mixon again, and the offensive line doing a nice job there, getting into the second level on that long run by Mixon. This time Mixon gains about a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9.
No gain on the
And they actually call that no gain. So 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons, and they're going to go back to that Wildcat. Willie, you got Malik Jackson alongside Mixon, who's going to be taking the snap. Daniels in the slot on the near side. And it may be too many men. We'll have to see. And it is 12 men on the field for the Falcons. So that brings them back 5 yards. 2nd down and 15 now with 10:41 remaining in this contest. Here at Freedom High School in Oakley, California, Alex Richmond, Willie McFarland with you. 31-7 the score. The Falcons on top of the Wolverines in this league matchup. This time Daniels is going to be in the slot on the far side with Isaiah Barber, the junior wide receiver, into the game for the 2nd time, and looks like the Falcons are going to have to burn a timeout here as they had a player running off the field late there.
Yeah, having a little bit of a execution mistake here. 12 guys on the field, and then kind of confused on that next formation. So maybe, I haven't got a chance to look at Freedom too much. Maybe the Wildcat something new or a recent addition to their offense is usually when you see those kind of mistakes happen, especially for something that's kind of as out of system as a Wildcat formation is.
Yeah, that's a good point, Willie. I mean, I was here on September 14th. That was their 4th game of the season, and I don't remember seeing any sort of Wildcat. So you may be right. This could be a new addition within the last few weeks. Maybe they wanted to maybe they were practicing it a few weeks prior, but they wanted to put it in when they started league play. You never know, but that's a good point from you. Maybe it's just something that they're not too familiar with, but they won't go to it here. Mays, the quarterback, is back in. He takes the snap. Sadi again on the out route. And Sadi gained a 10 there.
Nice throw from Mays.
Yeah, and Sadi's been working that out route all game.
Yeah. Yeah, Mays looking really sharp here in the 2nd half. Just a nice strike to the out route.
Yeah, so that brings up 3rd down and manageable now for the Falcons and this spread attack that they have. Sadi in motion, and he might do that out route again. He does. And Mays is kind of a miscommunication there as he threw it low and to the right of Daniels. But Sadi on that out route again. Was covered there. Barber comes out.
They're in this kind of, interesting field position. It probably is going to be a little too deep for a field goal. So it looks like they're just going to go for it. And big moment here for Deer Valley. Trying to hang on here.
So 4th down, Sadi in motion again to the near side. Mays looking. He's got a receiver and a great defensive play. And Mixon could not hang on. Thrown a little bit high, Willie, but a nice pass breakup there by the defender. And I couldn't see a number on that.
I think it was a 30.
Yeah, it was Sean Stridiron, I believe, number 32.
Yeah.
And so he had a nice play on that one. It was thrown high, and Mixon had a chance, but the defender got a hand in there. So that's going to bring up 1st down for the Wolverines. And Simba Webster with under 9:30 to play. Webster drops back, looking, going deep. He's got a receiver open and overshoots his brother, Zuzi.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was pretty open. And if Zuzi gets his hand on that one, he might have gone to the house. So
yeah, showing some speed, they're able to get behind a few defenders, like you said, Willie. So that brings up 2nd down and 10. We're here in the 4th quarter with 9:27 left in the contest. Trips to the near side. Sturgis in motion and now comes back. Give off the right side. That was Kyle McDonald. And he's got a number of carries tonight. Coming in tonight, he only had 15 carries on the season.
Yeah, in the running game that for Deer Valley in the first half was really effective. Has almost been completely shut down now in the second half. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to go to the air on this 3rd and long, most likely.
Yes, like you just mentioned, 3rd down and 11. Webster looking, flushed out of the pocket. Coming left now, throws the ball down the field, and Sturgis had a chance. And that was a nice play, nice throw there by Sturgis, rolling to his left, having to square up those shoulders and throw the ball down the field. Just couldn't connect with Frank Sturgis, number 4.
Yeah, it was a nice play. He was kind of hurried out of the pocket a little bit, and we know he can make plays with his legs, but stayed patient and then found a guy, but just unfortunately they couldn't connect all the way, and another punt here for Deer Valley.
Yeah, so Ross Kelly back again to boot it away, and that's a short end-over-end kick, and downed at the 48-yard line. Kyle McDonald, the Wolverine, getting down the field to down that ball. So that's where the senior Dante Mays and company will come back out on the field. 8:34 to go. 31-7. The home squad, Freedom Falcons, on top of the Deer Valley Wolverines. And really after halftime, going into halftime, Willie, and in this 3rd, and so far we've seen the 4th quarter, their offense has been pretty efficient.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and their defense too, and you kind of got to wonder how much the score is kind of playing into that. For these kids, it's often hard to not look at the scoreboard with a nice play there from Locopo, I believe.
That was Fatale, yeah.
Fatale, sorry, Wyatt Fatale. But, for these young guys, the score is almost it can, their body language will tell you so much, and it's really hard sometimes for them to, mentally really stay with it. And credit Freedom for playing stout defense, but Deer Valley really had some nice running game in the first half, and then just kind of unable to continue with that here, and Freedom kind of carrying all that momentum in and just playing well this second half.
2nd down and long. Mays able to get down to the 26-yard line, but there's going to be a holding call. And there's a flag down. I believe it's going to be a hold. We're going to have to see, and it will be a hold. And thrown pretty quickly right as Mays was flushed out of the pocket, but showing a burst of speed there. There was just a hold by one of his offensive linemen on that play.
Yeah, and even though it's going to get called back, a nice play from Mays with his feet, which we haven't really seen tonight. Certainly fatigue starting to factor in here for Deer Valley. These drives from Freedom have been pretty long and grinding, and these guys are played a really tough, hard-fought game so far, and they're hanging in there. And we got 2nd and forever right now, so hopefully Deer Valley capitalizes.
Yeah, 2nd in California here. Mays going deep. He's got Young, and Young down inside the 10, and Webster again with a touchdown-saving tackle down at the 6-yard line. Devontae Young showing his speed And Zuzi Webster able to catch him, and Young is down.
Kind of an awkward tackle from behind, and that's when you see a lot of kind of leg injuries when guys get wrapped up and then dragged down from behind. Their legs can kind of get tangled up down there. Hopefully it's just a cramp, which I think it is. I see the trainer just stretching there, so that's a good sign. But really some pinpoint accuracy from Mays on that play. He's just dropped it in there really nice, and if I haven't said it before, he is sharp this second half. Made the proper adjustments and finding his receivers for big plays. I mean, that was about a 2nd and 30 or something, so nice throw from Mays and catch by Devontae Young.
Yeah, so it's Young still down, being tended to by the trainer. It's going to be 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line. And the Falcons on the doorstep again. And it looks like it's going to be Malik Jackson, the back in for the Falcons. It doesn't look like Mixon is on the sideline. So it's going to be Malik Jackson and Tyler Saudi, the fullback, the two backs that will be in for the Falcons. And Devontae Young gets up and kind of limping to the sideline, but what a play from him, and really an even better throw from Dante Mays, able to just drop that right in the breadbasket on 2nd and 28, like Willie mentioned. And so Young is going to work his way over to the training table and get looked at. Hopefully it's nothing serious, just like a cramp, like Willie said. Daniels from the Wildcat trying to get outside, and a great job, I should say, by the Wolverine defense, stringing that play out, and that's Frank Sturgis, the first Wolverine over there, to make the tackle.
And there has been several, but several bright spots for Deer Valley's defense. One has been containing Daniels when he gets plays in the backfield. I think that was about the 4th, maybe 5th play they called for him like that. And for the most part, actually, every time he has not been able to get the edge. So nice defense on those type of plays from Deer Valley.
And incomplete for Daniels. They had trips to the near side, and everyone was singled up over there. And when you get single coverage with Daniels, Mays is most likely going to go his way. And he just overshot him there. 6:21 left, 3rd down and goal to go for the Falcons. So a 3rd and goal here as Mays gets the play from Coach Hartwig. Comes back onto the field, trips. Same formation from play go. Daniels at the hash, low snap. Mays able to pick it up, and he's going to go down, lose a few yards. Lose about 4 yards. Nice play by the Wolves defense, but that low snap didn't help him.
Yeah, nice play again there from the defense. So finding a little bit of a second wind, if you will, here late, late in this ball game, but forcing Freedom into another 4th down, and we're going to get another look here at a field goal.
So a 33-yard field goal. And the kick is good. 2nd field goal. 1 of 34 and 1 33 yards. So they did make a they didn't make a change with their field goal kicker, but now Belia is also kicking PATs full time. So that is his 9th field goal of the year, a 34-yarder, and now a 33-yarder. 34-7 the score now, with 5:38 left in this 4th quarter.
And I've got to say, calling games this year, I haven't seen too many field goals, believe it or not. I could probably count the amount of field goals I've seen on one hand. And credit Belia tonight, doing something kind of that you don't see too often in a high school game, which is kick a long field goal. So, seeing everything now from freedom, special teams, and offense and defense. Really well played game in all phases tonight.
Pooch kick, and that's going to get out of bounds. I thought Zuzi Webster was thinking about picking it up for a second, but a smart play from him not to go for it as he had some Falcon players bearing down on him. And we have an injured player down for the Falcons. I don't see a number yet.
Well, he's all right. I think it was 40. Drew Fuentes. I was going to say, talking about calling high school games this year, I've seen so many kickoffs like that. I can count also on my hand the number of just straight on, kick it as far as you can kicks. And it's kind of confusing to me. I think, part of it is that if they kick it out of bounds, it's not that severe. I think it's on, they put it on the 35.
Right.
And so they're just trying to get anything. They're just trying to get the ball back or whatever they're doing. But you just see so many funny kickoffs. And then also I see a lot of kids getting hurt as a result. And I don't know if they're going to have to make some kind of change, but I just see so much of that in the high school game this year.
Webster, complete. And that is number 80, and that's his first catch of the game, Lee Ward the third, and that's his his 21st reception of the year. And no, I agree with you, Willie. I've seen a lot of pooch kicks and, just shorter kicks, and I think if teams had kickers who could kick it into the end zone every time, they would, because you can't bring it out of the end zone in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you're playing a team like Freedom, a run off the right side here, that's going to move the chains. A nice run and that was Polar. When you have, when you're playing a team like Freedom and you have Daniels back there, you almost don't want to kick it back there unless you can kick it in the end zone. And so, these squib kicks are just, they're just trying to make the other team, cough up the ball or something, trying to just get a lucky break.
Yeah,
I guess
strategically wise probably, but just like they moved the kickoff zone in the NFL as Webster scrambles out for a big first down run, why not move it up in high school? Because the guys were getting hurt in the NFL. And, a lot of people were pretty sour about it. You don't really hear a lot anymore about it. And they kick, I don't know what the percentage is, almost all of them out now. In high school, maybe the injuries aren't a big thing, but all these funny kicks, I don't know. Maybe they should move it up or do something to encourage them to just go for it and kick it as far as they can.
A nice first down run from Webster. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line with 4:19 to go. Pooler. And Webster actually on the keeper on that zone read. And we're seeing that run so much more by high schools now and colleges too. If you have, an athletic quarterback, that zone read can be so effective. And they just let one of the two defensive ends on the right or left side, depends on which way they're running the ball. They leave him unblocked and read off him. And it's been the first touchdown of the game was a 52-yard scamper by Webster, and that was on a zone read play to the left side. So 2nd down and 7 now, 34-7 the score. Webster rolling right, and Daniels almost had him, and he'll be brought down the second time. Looks like Webster looks like he might be hurt, and he is, and that was Daniels initially, and then Patrick Shuda. We've called his name multiple times tonight. He's having a great defensive game, so Daniels and Shuda teaming up on that sack of Webster.
Yeah, Webster, a real athletic guy. He likes to extend plays and kind of, keep things going with his feet, but a little too much from the Freedom defense that time.
And so Webster is going to actually come off the field, and we're going to have Matt McLean, number 7, come on the field.
He's got a tall order here, about 3rd and 20. Hasn't played all night. So.
Yeah, and he's got 1 attempt on the year. And that's going to be a false start. And this kind of happened last week when the game that I did. When you get a different quarterback in, the whole cadence is different, Willie, and it becomes tough because I believe he did a hard count there.
Yeah.
And his own tight end moved after that.
Yeah, it definitely breaks up the rhythm that you're in as an offensive player. And, from the quarterback standpoint, it's just extremely difficult. You're coming in cold, basically. So, yeah, that's why they're going to get the penalty on that play.
Yeah, and now Webster back in. McLean out. Webster drops back, looking deep, heaves one down the field. He's got Zuzi wide open inside the 10, and Zuzi dragging defenders, loses the football. And did he fall back on top of it? It looks like he did. No signal yet. So down at the 5, no signal from the officials. And if we've got no signal, I assume it's, and it is, the Wolverines did recover. And Zuzi Webster with a nice catch and run. He's got some speed, Willie, and he showed it right there.
Yeah, he sure does, and it was a nice, that time his brother, didn't try to scramble out. He took a 3-step drop and then just stepped up and hucked it out there, and offensive line gave him just enough time and a big completion on a really long, I believe, third or fourth down play.
Yeah, I think Simba Webster made up his mind that he was going to throw that one the whole time. He really dropped back and heaved that one down the field. Puller now with about a short gain, so 2nd down and goal. So 2:17 and counting in the contest. And the Wolverines at the 4-yard line, so it'd be nice here for them to get into the end zone. Under 2 minutes now, we see that abbreviated pistol again. Tight end to the left side. Webster throws it up for Ward, and that should be PI, and it is. And that was Aaron Mullins, the cornerback, and you could see he got his hands on him, Willie, after the ball was thrown.
Yeah, it was thrown so high. It's tough to stay disciplined with that much time to battle your receiver.
Yeah, kind of jostling for position there. That's
yeah,
tough.
And often in situations like those, the receiver's doing just as much as the DB. More often than not, though, they're going to get the defense. Unfortunately for all the DBs out there. Well, we're going to see some kind of power run here.
Yep, and it looks like Pooler got in. That was 1st down at the 2-yard line, and Shane Pooler in for the Wolverine touchdown. His 12th score of the year. Shane Pooler, the senior running back.
Pooler responsible for a couple of big runs in the first half and getting the touchdown here, so pretty good game from him so far.
In to attempt the extra point for the Wolverines, number 1, Christian Quintanilla.
So number 1, Christian Quintanilla in. Hold is good, and kick is good. 34-13. The Falcons over Deer Valley with 1:44 left to go. So we'll see if Coach Hartwig wants to kind of take out his first team here. Mays is over there talking to one of the coaches, so it looks like he may stay in. Young and Saudi and the first team offense is over there. He's got the receivers and Mays. So Brian Wargo is the backup quarterback. The game that I did against San Leandro, he did get some time. And so we'll have to see if Coach Hartwig decides to go with the senior backup Wargo. But in the conference with the special teams coach, Willie he was talking to the hands team there because Mays is out on the field right now, and he would only be out on the field unless they really needed him, and so he's gonna be the lone man in the back at the 20-yard line. And the rest of the Falcons await this onside kick. And it goes through Garcia's hands, but it's fallen on by Montion.
And they had everybody stacked over on the right, didn't they? The kicking, Deer Valley.
On their far side, yeah.
Yeah. I guess the high school hasn't come up with that rule, but I think there was one now implemented in the NFL. You can't do that. You got to have a certain number. Maybe I could be wrong. I thought that they got rid of those kind of bunches on one or the other side in the NFL and even college too. You have to Google that one though. I'm not sure, but I thought that was the case. So, because that's so dangerous, you get all those guys over there.
And I know that you can't. They've made it so I know in college they've made it where you can fair catch it off a bounce because you got those guys barreling down.
Yeah.
And they don't want anyone to get hurt there. So Mays and Jackson loss of 1 on the play. So Mixon's looks like his night is over. Coming up on 1:30 now. Left, and I believe you have to have a certain number on one side.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't get a look at the other side. But
yeah, I didn't think they had all their guys. And Mixon's gonna come back in now. And so is Daniels and Young and Saudi. So Coach Hartwig shuffling guys in and out. On the 2nd down and 11, the clock continues to run. 60 seconds now, and victory formation for the Falcons with a 20-point lead in this BVAL matchup. So Deer Valley's going to stop the clock, though. They are going to force. They might be okay. It's going to be 3rd down now. So 3rd down and 11 or 12. There, he kneels and he loses a few yards, but Deer Valley stopping the clock.
This is the interesting thing for me though, is if you want to stop it, why didn't you call it after the first down run? First down run. Instead, they let all that time go off to 2nd down, and then they kneel on 2nd down, and then the timeout. So, if you want to keep playing, that I don't know. Maybe I might be missing it, or
well, they're going to they're going to force them to punt because I believe they have another.
Okay, I messed up the timing. They were going to have to let one play go with the amount of timeouts they had. Yeah, that must have been it. They were planning on calling the timeout the whole way.
So it's 3rd down and long. Mays scrambling, looking downfield. He's got a receiver, and there's Young again, and they're going to call it incomplete. Young couldn't hang on, and that would have been Young comes up lame again. That ankle. We thought it was maybe a cramp before, but it looks like it's an ankle, and that would have been Young's third deep catch of the night, 3rd catch over 20 yards.
Yeah, he got his hands on that one.
Yeah.
Good play from Sturgis to break it up, and now he's going to get a look at a punt.
So that brings up 4th down and long, 36 seconds to go. And we're going to get a punt, first punt of the night, actually, from the Falcons, and that is Wargo. And Sturgis able to break one tackle, the attempted tackle of Tyler Soddy, and then brought down, and they mark him down at the 33-yard line.
Ball was spotted at the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for Deer Valley.
So 1st and 10 for Deer Valley with 27 seconds to go. And now the Falcons are going into kind of a prevent defense here, Willie. They have Dante Mays on the field. He's standing at the his own 41-yard line, along with Nixon and Daniels. And John L. Green is on the far side. And a quick pass to Sturgis. Sturgis across the 40, across the 45, and down to the 48-yard line. Clock is stopped momentarily. And Mays getting into the action there. Mays with the tackle.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting prevent here. 3-man rush and then 2 rows of 4 guys. So
yeah, just making sure no one gets behind them, and they're putting their best athletes back there with Daniels, Mixon, and Mays, the big three. The big three of freedom back there. So a timeout called by Deer Valley. 34-14 the score, and Deer Valley will drop their 2nd straight here. Willie, they had that tough loss last week, like I've mentioned before, 29-42 to Pittsburgh, and that snapped their 4-game winning streak. They really had something going there, and they beat Antioch in their first league game, and then they went on to beat Liberty in their 2nd league game of the year, and then Pittsburgh last week. So Webster looking, he's got Sturgis again. Sturgis bobbles it, able to hang on, but a nice tackle by Tyler Soddy. And under 10 seconds now, and that's going to be the last play of the game. They're not going to be able to get one off. That's going to do it. So the final score, 34-14, the Freedom Falcons over the Deer Valley Wolverines here on senior night. So we invite you to stay tuned for our PlayOnSports.com post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. And once again, the Freedom Falcons have defeated the Deer Valley Wolverines 34-14 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
1 match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in 1 shot at this.
1 match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in 1 shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in 1 shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We're working on getting our interview with our player of the game, junior running back Joe Mixon, who had 2 touchdowns on the night and broke the scoring record. So William McFarland, our color analyst, is going to grab him, and when we come back, we'll have our interview with our player of the game here on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you. One shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
And welcome back to our coverage of Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. The Freedom Falcons victorious 34-14, and we are now joined by Joe Mixon, our player of the game. First of all, congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
2 touchdowns for the junior running back, one of the top in California, and he didn't even know he broke the scoring record tonight. 196 all-time, and then he had another touchdown, so 200. You got the scoring record here at Freedom High School, 200.
Thank you.
Coming into tonight's game, it was a big matchup, a BVAL showdown between rival Deer Valley just down the road. They're coming off a big loss, so they were looking to get a win tonight.
Yeah.
What did Coach Hartwig kind of tell you guys? What was the game plan coming into tonight's game?
Well, coming out in the coming to the in the week or whatever, we just came. Coach Hartwig was just we got to play hard because we came out from the Antioch win. So And Deer Valley came from the loss, so all we had to do, came hard, practice, fought hard, and we just got mentally prepared for this game, mentally and physically.
Yeah, you guys did well tonight. Came out and were able to put up 34 points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And Deer Valley had been playing good defense up to this point, but you guys were able to kind of, spread them out, and then you were able to run the ball pretty well. And talk about having a receiver like Darrell Daniels. I mean, you have to account for him on the defensive side of the ball. And so, they kind of roll coverage his way. We saw that a couple times, and that kind of opens up a hole for you.
Oh, yeah. Darrell, he's like a freak. It's crazy. I love playing with him. I love playing with everybody on our team. Everybody come out hard working every week. So it's like an honor to play with him. It was our senior night. And before the game, I just cried, just bawled out. And everybody gave me a hug. And we just came, fought hard, and got the W.
Yeah, well, congrats on the W. And you got one more season, so you get senior night next year. But you guys have one more game, the Bell game. I assume that's a big rivalry against Liberty. So you guys got that next week. And good luck the rest of the way in that game. And congrats on breaking the scoring record and the win tonight.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for our Player of the Game interview with junior running back Joe Mixon. Stay tuned as we'll wrap up the PlayOnSports.com postgame show here in Oakley, California.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
And welcome back to our post-game coverage here on PlayOnSports.com. 34-14, the final score. The Freedom Falcons victorious over the Deer Valley Wolverines. And we just spoke with Joe Mixon. He had a big game, broke the scoring record. And we kind of talked about at halftime. They started kind of slow, Freedom did. They had that Joe threw that interception on the Wildcat in the second play, I believe, from scrimmage. But they were able to really get the ball rolling. They have that spread offense, no huddle, get Darrell Daniels the ball and run the ball nicely with Mixon.
Yeah, absolutely. Opening touchdown from Deer Valley on the first play of the game, and then the interception on the Wildcat on their second play offensively. So kind of maybe not a slow start, but a couple of miscues early on there. But once that train got going, it was kind of too much for Deer Valley, and they couldn't stop it. So, yeah, hats off to Freedom. They played an excellent game in all three phases, really, and able to come away with the win tonight.
Yeah, it's tough for any defense to have to game plan for Dante Mays, Joe Mixon, and Darrell Daniels. On the other side, with Deer Valley, they were coming off a tough loss, and so you're looking for them to kind of bounce back. They had a great first possession where their quarterback, Simba Webster, was able to score a 52-yard touchdown on that zone read. And after that, they kind of fell flat. They had 2 turnovers. They couldn't really move the ball. They started off running the ball nicely, but as the game went on, the Falcons were really able to shut down that run, and Webster couldn't really throw the ball that well. He did have a completion or two to his brother, Zuzi Webster, but that was about it for the Wolverines.
Yeah, well, you could tell they're a good team, and they were playing good in the first half, and a really costly turnover about the 5-yard line, I think, really hurt them. And I think they're the type of team that it got away early for them, and then they were not their level came down, I think, is what I saw. I mean, you can't play that well early in a game and then just completely stop like that. So I think it was the result of kind of a score that they got away from them due to some unfortunate turnovers, but they'll bounce back because you could tell they're a good football team. Yeah, 2 good football teams here tonight in a pretty good league, the BVAL, and those 2 teams are still 1-2. Freedom's at the top, 4-0 in league and 3-1 now.
for the Wolverines. So that's going to do it here from Oakley, California on the campus of Freedom High School. 34-14, the final score. The Freedom Falcons over the Deer Valley Wolverines. Stay tuned next week for Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. For Willie McFarland, I'm Alex Richmond, saying so long from Oakley, California.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
There's one thing about driving through all that traffic on the way, is you just know that it's going to be wide open on the way back.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, yes.
This is going to be awesome when I'm driving back